Indonesia has handed over the G20 presidency to India for the coming year as the Bali summit has ended today. Indonesian President Joko Widodo has handed over the G20 presidency to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who said taking over the presidency of the G20 of this grouping is indeed a matter of pride for every Indian citizen. Modi, along with other G20 leaders, has visited the planted mangroves at the Taman Hutan Raya Gura Rai mangrove forests on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Bali today. In fact, India has joined the Mangrove Alliance for Climate as well, a joint initiative of Indonesia and the UAE under the Indonesian G20 presidency. Prime Minister Modi has held talks with French President Macron, German Chancellor, Singapore Prime Minister, all on the sidelines of this G20 summit. He will also hold talks with heads of other countries, including that of Indonesia, United Kingdom, Singapore, Australia, Spain, later today.
आज मैं ये आश्वासन देना चाहता हूं कि भारत की G20 अध्यक्षता इंक्लूसिव, एम्बिशियस, डिसिसिव और एक्शन ओरिएंटेड होगी। एक्सेलेंसी, अगले एक साल में हमारा प्रयत्न रहेगा कि G20 नए विचारों की परिकल्पना के लिए और सामूहिक एक्शन को गति देने के लिए एक ग्लोबल प्राइम मूवर की तरह काम करे।
All right, let me quickly cut across to Geeta Mohan joining us on this big news. UK, India all set for a new era. Rishi Sunak says UK remains committed to trade deal with India. Rishi Sunak and Prime Minister Modi to hold bilateral talks shortly from now in Bali, the first time after Rishi Sunak has taken over as Prime Minister. A huge deal indeed for India, isn't it, Geeta? This is a moment of pride for both nations, of course, and the first soon after they had a quick chat on the sidelines of the G20 yesterday. Rishi Sunak was very quick to announce 3,000 visas to young Indians to work in the United Kingdom for 2 years, a first for India at this point.
Well, Nabila, it is a very important meeting, but let's be realistic. We know that he was finance secretary, so the idea of job creation, allowing Indians, certain Indians, to work in the United Kingdom was part of his agenda, even in the Boris Johnson government. But this is the first meeting of Prime Minister Sunak with Prime Minister Modi after he assumed office. Also being realistic that on the domestic front, Rishi Sunak still has a very big battle, a huge battle to fight. Things are not all glorious for him. It looks like a tough, like he's going to have a very tough time keeping the government intact, and in that expecting an early conclusion of the free trade agreement would be rather ambitious. Right now we're looking at how the two leaders, one, are meeting and wanting to take things forward. Will Sunak be heading the party for a longer time, and will he lead the party into the elections when UK goes into general elections? Something we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, there are a lot of areas where the UK, irrespective of who the leader is, whether it's Sunak, Boris Johnson, or for that matter, the Labour Party, all of them attach a lot of importance to India. So they would be looking at, either party would be looking at a conclusion of the free trade agreement. But like Prime Minister Sunak said, they want to do it the right way. Now, what is the right way? Nabila, there are problems when it comes to the conclusion of the free trade agreement, because there are areas that UK does not agree with, and there are areas that India has concerns about. The fact that he has ministers in his cabinet who look at immigration as a huge problem